Hi, today I'm reviewing the BIOEFFECT Cellular Age-Defying Serum. And if you want to help keep this channel independent, please check out my products at the Amazon link below. So, I was in Australia recently, and I was checking out the Sephora there, and I saw the BIOEFFECT brand, and I picked out a few bottles of it, used it, and kept one little bottle for later. And recently it came to the Sephora in the US. So then I thought I would review it and let you guys know my thoughts on it. However, I went through my larger bottle several months ago and held on to the little bottle just to keep it for later. I don't know why I kept it, because I like to keep things pertain to makeup. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. Seeing that this recently came to the US, that's what I thought, well, I should review it now and maybe save you guys some money because it's pretty expensive. So, my first criteria on my scale is packaging, and they don't do the best job packaging this. Most of them come in clear bottles with a dropper top, and for a bottle that costs as much as it does, I think they could do a little bit better job with the packaging, especially when they charge several $100s for this stuff. So, clear bottles let in light, which exposes any of the good stuff to light, which can degrade some of the good stuff before you even get to use it onto your skin. So, personally, I think for something that costs hundreds of dollars, they could afford a little bit better packaging. So that was my first disappointment. My second criteria is alcohol, and this really only contains a few ingredients, and alcohol is not one of them. However, it depends on what country you're in as well, because certain the EGF, which stands for epidermal growth factor, has actually been banned in some countries for several reasons that I'm going to get to in a minute. So the actual ingredients list varies depending on where you purchase it. But alcohol does not seem to be in there, so that's a good thing. You want to avoid denatured alcohol on your skin as much as you can. My third criteria is fragrance, and this does not contain any fragrance, nor does it have much of any scent at all, so that's a good thing. My fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and the one I picked out, these bottles in Australia were made in Iceland. However, in the U.S., I'm not sure. I have not purchased the ones that Sephora is selling in the U.S. yet, so I haven't seen where those ones are manufactured. However, most of them seem to be made in Iceland. So, on to number 5, which is ease of use, and it's very easy to use. It's a gel-type serum, so it's a little bit thicker than a liquid, almost a little bit sticky, but it massages into skin nicely and absorbs pretty quickly and leaves your skin feeling nice and soft. If you've ever been in like a Walmart, down in their case where they have some of the like cortisone and some of their over-the-counter skincare products, they usually have these big bottles of glycerin, which is just a clear gel-type liquid. It's pure glycerin. Sometimes when I'm in the shower, I'll put a little bit in the bath water just to give myself some extra hydration. And that seems to be one of the first ingredients in this, and I can tell just from using it on my hand that glycerin is definitely going to be one of the first ingredients, because I can tell just by the texture. And you can buy these big balls of glycerin for like $2 at Walmart. So having that as the first ingredient has to make this company a lot of money. So glycerin, and then water is the second ingredient. But very easy to use. My sixth criteria is antioxidants. And so the list is glycerin, water, sodium hyaluronate, tromethamine, calcium chloride, sodium chloride, hordeum vulgar seed extract, which is barley seed extract, and then EGF. And if you're in one of the countries like the US, which bans the actual gene from humans, you're going to get barley gene as their epidermal growth extract. So let me read what I wrote here, just because I want to get it correct. So this company uses EGF, epidermal growth factor, which can be made from human genes. Genes like these, once applied to the skin, can over-multiply. Because of this, many people should not use the original formula, which is banned in many countries. You should especially be leery of it, especially if you have any moles or a possibility or any history of skin cancer, because some of those genes can start to overmultiply. So that's why there are strict rules in many countries that prohibit the use of this gene. So most of the time when you're buying this serum, you're getting a grass or barley gene instead of the human gene. And then my side comment is, was the whole point of this product was to use the human gene to help your skin. Instead, you're usually probably going to get a barley gene, which can't be expensive. I don't know. So they essentially, to sell this in many countries, they've removed and altered the highlighted ingredient, which also kind of removes the novelty and promise of a miracle from the serum, because all the other ingredients in this are underwhelming and cheap. You can purchase them at Walmart and vitamin stores for like $2. So I just wanted to read that to you because it is a little complicated. You can Google this and do a lot more research on it, but most countries prohibit the use of it. I'm not sure if there's actually been cases of people using it and getting cancer from it, but you definitely don't want to apply this and have the genes start over multiplying. I used a couple bottles of this and I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice any positive effects. I didn't notice any negative effects. But when you're spending hundreds of dollars on it, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, very sketchy to me. So that was my note on antioxidants, because other than the barley gene, the peptide barley gene, there really isn't anything very beneficial to your skin. I mean, glycerin is a good, cheap ingredient that will help keep your skin hydrated, but you don't need to spend $200 on it. So anyway, I'm assuming if you're in the U.S. or most other countries, you're probably getting the barley gene, not the human gene, which is the novelty and whole point of this. And there's really no other antioxidants. So anyway, I'm done with that. On to number 7, which is animal testing. And from all I've read, this brand is cruelty-free. So no barley was harmed in the making of this serum, I guess. On to number 8, which is performance. And like I said, when they removed and altered the main ingredient of this, it really was just a light serum that made my skin feel hydrated. But if I don't need to spend $200 on it, I can spend $2 on pure glycerin at Walmart. So performance was lackluster. On to number 9, which is the price. And I believe this is the price in Australia was half of an ounce for $178. So at Sephora, they're selling it now. Let me get the correct info from Sephora. It's $160 at Sephora, but they don't mention the exact amount. I'm assuming that's probably going to be pretty close to half of an ounce as well. So it doesn't specifically say yet on Sephora's website, so just be leery of it. And then the it factor, my note is that the serum is kind of ridiculous. And then my other note is this company must have like a 99% profit. The ingredients that make up the majority of this are so cheap and readily available and easily affordable at Walmart and vitamin stores. So I'm assuming they probably did a ton of research to get that EGF, epidermal growth factor, but when most of the countries banned that, they just went to the barley gene. So I don't know why they picked that one, but just be very leery of this and do your research if you're going to try this and spend that much money on something, is really all I can say. I wanted to try it just because I'm a skincare junkie. I was in Australia. I wanted to try new stuff that I hadn't seen in the U.S. I don't know. I'll probably use the rest of this dropper bottle, but I'm not expecting any miracles or anything else. So, yeah, I don't know. That's about it, I guess. I just kind of wanted to warn you guys. Maybe help you guys save a little bit of money. You're much better off spending $160 on a good vitamin C serum or a really good sunscreen. Sunscreen's really the only anti-aging thing. Or even invest in one of those little light lasers. I have one at home. I think it was like $200. That thing seems to help, the Illuminage wrinkle light laser thing, or a good facial. I don't know. Anything else other than this, because once you go through it, what are you going to start using it every day? I mean, you'd spend hundreds of dollars a month on it. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I know I kind of got a little off track, but anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. So I'm interested in your thoughts on it. Have you guys tried this? And did you guys have any miracle results? Because I'm sure just adding glycerin if you have dry skin is going to make a huge difference. but you can buy it for like $5 at Walmart. So anyway, but I'm sure there's some people that agree or disagree. So leave your thoughts. I love hearing all your guys' thoughts. So skincare is all very individual. So what I might not have noticed, somebody else might have found this as their miracle. So I don't know. So anyway, leave a comment. If you want to help, subscribe to the channel. I come up with at least one new video every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net and the Amazon link below. Thank you so much, guys.